and gentlemen, I'm back. I don't know. We were kind of delayed. So, all right. If you saw us early, yeah, I'm here. I
We go
feel
with you.
like I feel like I'm queer with the ski mask today. I'm not saying any words today.
Well, yeah. Oh, you get the song, please. Thank you.
I'm not saying any words today. Okay, let's address. Yeah, so the topic. Yeah, so we're gonna address the elephant in the room. We're gonna start. Y'all see the title. We're gonna cover Smeg volume and we're gonna cover Civil War. But we know all when we are talking, the whole topic is Tay Rock, Kid Slay. All right, people. Y'all, y'all know me. I have said I like Kid Slay. All right, I've on record saying that. Came on record and I've said it. So I think I'm appropriate to say this when I can give you my initial reaction. Then I'll tell you what I thought after I saw like some stuff. So initial reaction when I saw like what time is it? When I woke up like this week, this morning I woke up like at 4, right? Yeah, around 4. Went on Twitter for like quick second, looked it up, looked what there were some people showing, and I saw that like Terra put people in his thing, right? Like, yo, Terra put the paperwork on Kid Slay. We heard what Terra was saying. I'm like, damn. I'm like, Kid Slay, I don't think he could rap after this, right? I was like,
Thought it
damn,
was gonna
Kid
be a
Slay.
Ivy Boom situation.
Yeah, I'm like, how did boom? I went back to sleep. I go lie, I do that a lot. I wake up, go back to sleep. Went back to sleep, woke up. I'm like, now when I woke up and I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna jump to conclusions. I'm like, when was this? Is this the third round? But then people, I saw another clip. Was like, no, this was the first. I'm like, the first. Who went? So I'm like looking, and people, I'm seeing Kiss Slay 2-1. I'm like, wait, what is going on now? If if the paperwork was put out, right? They said there was an altercation. That means there was an almost fight, right? An almost fight because I saw like when Kisley was rapping, the security guard was now in the front of the camera. I'm like, okay, now what happened here? Now what's going on? Because if that was the paperwork, we I, he could not rap no more. The crowd would not fuck with him. It was gonna be like an Adi Boom situation. The crowd would be silent, right? We have went through this. Adi Boom, Ty Pretty, we have went to this like that. We have went people putting out paperwork, but so I'm like, okay, I need to see. I went on Kisley. I was like, how did Kisley address this? Because I didn't see him address it in a battle. So I'm like, so on his Twitter, the latest tweet on the time was like, he said, I'll address this once and once only. I'm like, all right, I'll wait until you address it. Because there's every in my head, I'm like, there's two sides to every story. Then there's the truth. So I'm like, okay. Then I'm going to work. I started watching 15 Minutes of Fame interview with Tay-Rock. That's where the sixth, then Tay-Rock started giving these crazy numbers. I'm like, all right. I'm like, damn. If Tay-Rock is saying this is bad. So I think this is my first time seeing Tay-Rock has an angle, right? A big angle. So I'm like, Tay-Rock is not a big angler, so I don't think he's gonna lie about this. Tay-Rock is like a trustworthy guy in battle rap. He doesn't lie a lot. Or he never lies, but or he doesn't lie a lot. right? So I'm like, okay. So I didn't look at the paperwork. I can tell you that I didn't look. I saw the paperwork, the picture of the paperwork. I think you liked it. I didn't look at it. I didn't read the paperwork. Thoroughly read the paperwork. I was like, oh damn, he posted it. That's what I did. I was like, damn, he posted it. So that this is true. I didn't read it. Didn't give a damn. I was like, well, it's true. Kislay's career is down the gutter. Then Kisley go. Then I saw Kislay's Instagram, the video that he put on Instagram, explaining the situation. Now I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on? I'm like, I'm not, me. I'm sometimes stupid. I'm start thinking. I'm like, let me go back to the picture with the paperwork and read it because the way, you know, because I'm in my head, I'm thinking of, Tay-Rog's comments in the interview, the first 6 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, right? Saying that this kid has sent someone to jail for 60 years, another one for 37, and the one got 10, but he has been home for 6 years. So I'm like, damn, this gotta be bad paperwork because Kid Slay is saying that he never told on nobody. He's like, yeah, my name is on the paperwork, but it doesn't say I snitched. It said they asked me questions and I answered them. So I read the paperwork, right? Now I think I can read them to you what the paperwork says, and I can tell you, right? Because I'm hearing people like, oh, this they're like the Tavok situation. I can tell you this is not the other boom situation. I can tell you that that's not it. All right. So it goes right. Tavok highlighted three parts. He didn't highlight the other part. So on so it says on page 15 on April 24th, 2013, David Docks testified before Supreme Court, right? David got testified in well is it in Allen that on June 13, 2010, he, Mac Brown, and Antoine Grown and a friend, the only known as Josh, were on Brook Street playing basketball. David stated that while they at that location, a man he knows only as eight approached them and said that they were shooting a music video, a rap video, in the back of a, in the back, okay, of Bedford Street, and go to go over and get a the video. David stated that he knew that Ape met him and his friend. What? Hold on. Stated that he knew that Ape met him and his friend from Bedford, and stated that they went to the location near the rear end of 5153 Bedford Street. That's one paragraph, right? Now, point 16. Once at that location, Davis stated that in addition to Ape also remembering Platinum JJ Jerk or whatever, aka Jerk, Little Decky, identified as M whatever MG member or associated with James Brown, right? And Stocks and whatever names, right? They're giving the names and add and a couple of other charges were referred as thanks at the at as began being there. David stated that everybody was chilling, laughing, getting ready to shoot the video and getting drunk. David stated that his brother Mark was debating with Platinum about rap. David he stated he guessed that Abe didn't like what okay. Now, this way, the snitching doesn't pay attention because you say guest. You know, A didn't like what Mark was saying because at this time A began to hit Mark with a fate uh, in the field area with a liquor bottle. State said David stated his brother attempted to defend himself against Abe. State say he jumped in between Abe and his brother and tried to break up the fight. That Abe and Mark were punching over him and Plummer. All right, that's what happened, right? That's one.
Mm.
This is the affidavit, right?
So he basically
It
gave
continued.
like a general statement. It's not more
Yeah,
like, yo, this person did this. It's just a
yeah,
general,
a
yo, that's
general
that's
statement. He didn't say what who this. He said they were fighting. I jumped in, and they started fighting me. They started punching me. That's what he said,
mm,
right? Then it continued. Then David stated that Antoine, who was behind him, fighting with an unidentified male. David stated that God got to hit his head, and his head was busted open. Uh, that God got hit in the head. So Antoine got hit in the head, whoever Antoine, and his head busted open. David claimed he didn't see a with it. Okay, you see, here comes the part where people say he snitched, right? And where he said David claimed that he did not see it with a hanger and could not comment on whether he possessed one that day, right? David confirmed that he accompanied Antoine and Mark along with Josh to St. Francis Hospital, where they were both treated of their injuries. They viewed the video somewhere before the Supreme Court, and that identified the people who he knows as eight: Planum, Jerk, Dick, Deck, and Jerk, Jerk, and Sturt. They identified the bottle that was clearly visible in the video and Abe's hand as consistent in both the size and shade and size and shape with the bottle that he witnessed Abe assault Mark with. Dave said the following: the assault did not return to Bethlehem Street, right? Because he was fearful for his personal safety, right? So when now that goes to what he said in his video. The story goes to what his video, right? In the video, he said they asked me all this bunch of questions, and I said this and this and that. Now, this is from Terra, right?
Paperwork on it. From show. After looking at it closely, I realized that it wasn't close. The nigga got out 6 years ago, but they gave 37 to his code. Clown. Fuck you, clown. We teach niggas snitching a lesson. You lucky that wasn't us. We would have sent you to heaven. Ripping a weapon. You did all that, and thought you could come to battle rap. But your pussy ass focus was witness protection. Nigga said,
So now, so he's saying the guy got 6 years, 10 years. He got 6 years ago, right? Right. Then his
mm-hmm.
colleague got 37. Now, my question is, what happened between 37? Like, how did you get 10 years, but the colleague got 37? Because nobody, because if y'all gotta say, okay, they got 37 because of the busted head open. Someone got his head busted open. Like in that statement doesn't say nobody's name. It said an identified male did that. It didn't say stat, it didn't say ape, it didn't say jerk, it didn't say whoever stacks, whoever what. It didn't say that, right? It didn't say a bomb. So now I'm thinking of like, okay, who did it? Right? And right now I want to know, Terrock, who got 60? Because you said another guy got 60. Because if you say, okay, ape, whoever the guy ape, maybe it's the one who got 60 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
How? Because that statement doesn't indicate anything. You gotta show the whole statement because you're just showing us half of a statement. You aren't showing us what Slay said. Show us what the other people say. Because you now, I'm now come. This is where I'm saying this is not adding up. Because if the guy, because now I'm thinking the guy you were talking to gave you false information. The guy who was talking to gave you false information because how he got 10 years, right? They got 10 years, but his co-defendant got 37. Did he not tell?
I feel like fake angles in battle rap is a thing. Maybe Tay Rock
Yeah,
is diving into that a lot more than maybe he did before. Um, but yeah, that's even bringing something like that to the stage is weird. It's weird.
yeah,
I
that's
can
weird.
understand when Big K
I'm
did it,
thought
and understand when Ace did it to the
like
other dude. It's weird. Why are you bringing?
yeah,
If
like
it's
okay,
real not to tell on people, then why you bring it to a battle rap stage?
yeah.
What does that do? It's
I was
weird.
like, okay, if you gotta say right, when Ace did it, it was more of the fact like the
When
guy
that got
said,
triggered, yes.
yeah, the guy literally said it before the Ace even said it. He's like, y'all can call me a rapist. So I'm like, if your slogan y'all can call me a rapist or something, bro, you just letting people out here, people are gonna attack you about that. Why are you saying that openly, saying you're gonna call me a racist? We didn't know that. We didn't need to know that, right? And Ace, the fun part, Ace didn't say the Ace talked to him before the battle, and he said, "I'm not gonna talk about the victims. I'm not gonna talk about any victims. I'm just gonna talk about what you did to them." When Big K said it, to be honest, Adi Boom didn't take them no mind. Adi Boom was dumb. That's one thing. Adi Boom is the dumbest person I know. Because when Big K came out with that angle, I think he literally told him that that was the angle, the only thing that he wrote. He told him the date on the face off. Adi Boom didn't try to listen. So when the angle went up, Adi didn't have any defense. He tried to rap his regular rap. He didn't even try to say anything about the paperwork when it came out. He said, talk about what that paperwork says. Why are you encouraging him to say it? Right? In this case, he get people, let's use common sense. You gotta use a common sense, right? If they catch you on surveillance video, right? Right? If they catch you on surveillance video, right? And they ask you a question and you say, I don't know who's that, and they've seen you plenty of times on surveillance video with those people, they know that you lie, right? They know that you lie. Now, this highlighted thing that Tay Rock did, Tay Rock, you gotta post the whole paperwork.
Stop. Somebody say
You need to post every page of that paperwork because in that paperwork is gonna show us who told. Because this paperwork doesn't, whatever you highlighted is not showing nobody told. You might say, okay, that's the people I knew is this and that and that. I didn't know them by their first names. They're my friends, right? One of them, and I'm not to be your friend, that's Jay. Because I guess he's the one who told her about Tay-Rock about the paperwork. Now, so Tay-Rock, we have fake angles, right? And we know some people do this. When they do fake angles, and you can see it. We can I used to like, now I used to say, okay, Tita did some fake angles, but when Tita does fake angles, it's not really something. And to eventually come to find out it was never a fake angle because the people that after the battle when they talked is like, yo, he was actually saying the truth. Like like when we said when Swamp said, oh, Tita did the fake angle when he was doing the thumbs down. Swamp came after the battle when him and Tita were chilling. He's like, yo, he's like, that was just a tactic. He's like, he was actually, he's like, I was doing that so that to throw him off. But everything that he said was true. So I'm like, okay, he never, I was like, now I'm thinking, you know, even like Swamp, when even Tita was like, when Swamp said the address, like the address when he said, you live in, he's like, yo, he's like, I was about to fight him for that because he just said the address I used to live. And that's where most of my people live. I was like, damn, how you know that? But yeah, now let's go back. Now let's cover Smack Volume 10. I know that you didn't watch it, right? But you saw some clips.
Yes, I was
Now,
stuck at
so we're gonna start off. One, there's some bears that didn't happen, right?
half the fucking card.
Yep,
Half the
half of
card.
the time. But there was battles that happened, and those were fire. Start off the night. We started off the night with Software Slow versus Foot. And I want to say this. Sometimes when they try to push two people to the main card, I'm reluctant until I see them, right? But these two are good. I can say it. Uh, Foots is a performer. He dances a lot, right? And I like it. So Flesso, he looks like the best person from his class. He looks like head and shoulders above everybody else in his class. This is two shows on a big stage that he looked impressive, even though he stumbled a little bit, like in the first round. He had like a couple stumbles, but it was not like big stumbles. It was like stumbling words, but it kind of that if you could if they're because both their rounds were close. So if we gotta give a round to somebody, we might take points for stumbling, right? I give it to
Mhm.
Safleso. But the second and third, God, Lee, I gonna tell you now, that was head. Safleso showed levels. He showed levels because there was like what there was some bar that he said, bro. He showed levels. Uh, second and third. So I had second and third to Sylvester. Now, the battle I don't have a winner because this battle was kind of weird. We had Jerry West versus Kid Chaos. I don't have a winner to who won this battle. I want to lean towards Jerry West, but both of them said they were not at their best performance. I've seen better.
They probably got that as the last second battle, to be honest.
Yeah, but it was they was not at their best performance.
I seen a
So
clip of Jerry West. I was like, why the hell is Jerry West? But
yeah. Now this is the battle.
get Jerry West on the stage, bro. Oh my god, I'm tired of seeing the same people, bro. That man
Now
on the
this is the
stage.
battle that happened that it had the potential to be great if it was shot it where it was supposed to be shot. Right? This battle was a light work battle. They announced it as a light work battle. So light work is like 1 minute, 1 minute and 30 seconds, so 90 seconds straight through, and you just cut you off a minute after 90 seconds. So it was KCJ versus Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, I've come to say KCJ did it again. KCJ and the voodoo has done it again. And I want to say this. To be honest, I'm saying this as a more because people are saying, "Oh, that's not an excuse. He's a vet. He should have did it." But to be honest, come on. If you're gonna, if you're gonna, if you prepare something in your mind that long, right? Saying, "Okay, I'm just gonna read through it," and they tell you last minute, right, that no, you're gonna rap in front of a crowd, and we gotta stop for reaction, bro. He found out that when he got to Orlando. So how you think he's gonna do? Like prepare his mind. That's not how. Yes, Casey, you can say he's a vet. He can do that. If he, you know how it's difficult to do that when you for the whole preparation, your whole preparation, you were preparing to not have a crowd. One, you're preparing to have a straight through light work, right? And they tell you last minute switch it, but not give excuse. Casey did his thing. I said did a thing. She beat Arsenal. Y'all can say 3-0, but the material that Arsenal got, I gave Casey the second and third. The first is beatable. Second is an edge. Third is clear. Why is it clear? Arsenal put out of his phone. He literally put out his phone. I don't know if he was looking for his raps, but he put out his phone and he put it out like a couple times, right? Like 2 times. At first, he was literally trying to figure out what his next line is. And he remember shit. That's one. And I think that the crowd kind of messed him up. But give an excuse. He put out his phone. He was texting. I don't know, but he put out his phone. Right now, the battle that I liked. This is the battle I liked. This was the battle of my night. The battle of the night for me. Averb versus Shotgun Suge. 10,000 was on the line. Jerry McCordy said this back in September that if this battle happens, he's putting out 10,000. He lived up to it. There were judges that they both picked for 10,000. I don't know who actually won the 10,000. I was trying to look on Twitter to someone tell me who won the 10,000, but nobody said anything. I want to say this.
Verb is back, baby.
Verb is back, man. Verb is back. I
Well, we
appreciate
don't
that.
know because Verb changes
I
every
pre-
battle, but he had a good battle.
he changes every battle, but the last two verbs, the one runner with Hollow in this battle, he's back. He has found himself. He has went through the darkness. went to and dig themselves back to the light, right? Crazy battle. Here, the first one was debatable. The second, was it the second when I want to say the first one I gave it to Verb, but the second Suge left Earth. God, Suge flew. You know me, I'm not a big Suge fan, but Suge flew. He had a jug line, and bro, he had a couple lines that I'm like, God, Lee. I'm like, bro, what? What are you saying over here now, brother? He said, he said, jug, black, bro. And you see how Suge is. He's like a twerk bounce. He now has that twerk bounce dunked on Verb. Verb started, Verb was a cool, calm, and collected Verb, but he wilding too. He did the 3 minutes, and I'm doing it in a long time. Fuck the preview in the third round. God. But without being said, I add Suge second in that. Now, let's talk about elephant. Now, this is the battle, the main event. Mr. Charlie Clips versus Calico. Y'all want to know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Right? Lady, shout out to Vladifly. This shit was sloppy, boring,
He said
predictable.
boring.
To be honest, I wanted to skip every Calico verse. And whoever said Calico won that battle, y'all just Calico fans. And y'all just, maybe y'all hate Charlie Clips that much because Charlie Clips had fun. He was having fun out there. Because if y'all telling me Charlie Clips won that first, y'all don't know what rapping is. Y'all don't know the art of rapping. Because there's no way. And yet, if y'all can give me a debate of like, oh, maybe Charlie Clips lost the second because he started freestyling. But yeah, if y'all tell me he lost the third when he broke down it, what a calico is, y'all don't know, nothing, because he broke down what a calico, a gun called a calico. He broke down a calico. Calico names himself after a gun. So, and Charlie Clip's his last name is a clip. So he named after a gun too. So to be honest, I expected him to break down what a gun, right? And he broke it down while rapping with the 4 bar setup. Well, I think it was not a 4 bar setup, it was a 2 bar setup. Because every time he broke down the gun, every part of a gun, that shit was every 2 seconds, it was hitting. And people was like, what is he talking about? No, he was talking about a gun, a calico. And if you don't know what he even said, it is like, I'm about to break down what a calico is. It's like, you lost to a loaded. Then he's like, what a calico without a clip? Bro, he broke it down as like a hollow point. Bro, when you broke that shit was beautiful and people didn't appreciate it in the comments. I got pissed off because we tried to, me and some people were trying to explain to people like, yo, he's breaking down calico, the definition of an actual calico, a gun, you know, that's what happened, right? Yeah. I have a petition. I'm doing a petition. You want to know what my petition is? Oh, vinique is sleeping, man. you you fell asleep. I said I'm doing a petition. You know what my petition is?
What's
I
up?
think the petition is, uh, from now on, Jazz and Danny are not allowed to drink any liquor from Arsenal because that liquor was too strong. So they started wilding. Especially Jazz. Jazz started wilding. Jazz was acting out of character. I don't know how Jazz was acting out of character. because she was standing behind, Calico, and how Charlie Clips is with his funny self, right?
Mhm.
He said, "Hey, he was about to do something," and Jazz started, Jazz drunk self doesn't know what's going on, screamed, "Hey!" And Charlie Clips doesn't like people talking in his phones, and he said that a couple times during that battle. He's like, "Why y'all talking?" And what people don't get, people in Calico's corner. The reason why Calico lost that battle is because of you guys. Y'all the reason why. Because y'all made Charlie Clips mad. That's one. Two, y'all made this man jump into freestyling. Calico had no chance to win. Calico can't do anything when Charlie starts freestyling and he's thinking of bars. Three, Jazz. Jazz, you made Calico lose that battle. Clear. Reason why you said, "Hey," and Charlie Clips, when you interrupt Charlie Clips while he's thinking whatever he's thinking, he starts freestyling and he starts attacking you. God, he went dark. He's like, "Hey, you," and Jazz was like, "Hey," he's like, "Shut up, you big ass bitch." I was like, "God damn." He's like, he's like, then he started. He's like, "You know what? I'll address you then, since you want to talk too much." He's like, "Your name." He's like, "Your name is." He's like, he says something. Your name is Jazz. He's like, "Ironic, your name is Jazz. Come here and suck my saxophone." He's like, "Bro," I'm like, "Bro." It went. Then the crowd went crazy, right? Where the people who were there went crazy. He's like, "Wait. Y'all saying the saxophone was a reach? You know what? Y'all know what Clips do. I would do a whole nother scheme." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." People in the. He's like, "I know." He's like, "I know we black people and we don't fuck with jazz." He's like, "We fuck with R&B." He's like, "Listen to my straight song, nigga." He's like, "Nah, that ain't it. What's this to me?" He's like, "Well, I would have lost it." He's like, "But I got this new gun. You know, I think about upping it. I want to keep it in the like I'm thinking about. I want to keep it in the closet. Like I want to take it out the closet like August. Like I was like, yo. He's like, as I got a new gun, smack. I want to keep it though. He's like, I want to take it out summer, but he's like, I want to take it. He's like, I want. It's in my closet. He's like, I want to take it out during the summer, like out of my closet, like August. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, Charlie Clips is walling. Now, let's address the other. That's Smack Volume. A quick recap. What happened? Charlie Clips won through yo. Now let's address one. We didn't watch all the battles. We can't watch any battle from Civil War 3. We addressed the main thing that was talked about, the terror. We don't know who won. But the clips I've seen, right? Uh, Turk was walling. Fonz and Romney look. They said that looked like the battle of the night. Who else on the card? I've seen Istanbul and Clean Paper. I don't know who won that battle. I've seen the one clip, but I think the performer of the night went to Twerk because he had some bars. He had the fake five to smack. He had the bar where he said, "Wait, let me look. Look. Hopefully, Quarter Labs don't block this video. Y'all better not block this video. I'm saying it now.
They blocked the last joint.
The blocked it and had to re-upload it so that we don't get blocked. God damn it. So y'all better not block this." I'm just saying, this man was walling. Do they have fight?
Nah, that sound real good. Sound like he was getting busy.
Mm.
Sound like he was getting busy.
So hard your brain is sweat. Grab the sticks and beat this real sick kid ass, bitch. I'm Dave Chappelle.
Yo, their face.
I might not agree with Sequina's cause, but I feel like it's both gangs that we twisting up these fingers for. I just read about a mass genocide again.
They don't have the one. Oh, they don't have Turk when you get the fake five. Hold on, I have the one I'm talking about. Let me look. Let me get it because he had this one that I liked. I was like, yo,
That's enough. That's enough. Don't just focus. All right, I'm back. See, scoliosis.
he's like the racial fam. I was like, all right, all right, here.
Ain't nobody chopping down that road for me. Y'all said y'all wrote something, but I ain't never hit the message. Only nigga came to see me was DNA, and that wasn't the Eric I expected. That shit is right. Oh my God! I don't hate this man at heart. I'm still a 19-year-old boy that you gave the chance. If it wasn't for you around, I'd still be out in the fucking streets, probably dead. And God had to bring the place, so no matter what the fuck we go through, you always gonna remain my man. But after that interview with Jay Black, you couldn't even shake my
He's like, you always gonna be my name, man. After the interview with Jack Black, you won't even shake my, you couldn't even shake my hand. But I need to find that interview though. I want to find that interview, the J Black and Smack, because how you man told that man that he said after the interview, J Black, you could have shake my hand. Then that set it up the hocus, the scoliosis bar. God damn. But now let's talk about. Yeah, no, I said last week we're gonna do a recap for each episode of Bad and Bad. Everybody, y'all ready? Shout out to Costa Rain TV. Those are our people now. We appreciate you guys giving us permission to use some clips for episodes from the episodes. We appreciate. So when y'all see the clips, thank us for they come. We got permission from them, and they're good people. So go subscribe to Coastal Rain. The link is still gonna be down in the description, like the last video, right?
Yeah, that's good
Let's
looking
make
out.
sure that
I can
yeah.
block everything like everybody else.
So the link is gonna still be down in the description, like everybody else. Like right. Hold on.
Whether it's a long ride. Check it out, Peloton family. Let's get busy.
All right. Let me go. Let's make sure we still got the video because went over the video. Figured podcast. So y'all gotta subscribe. You know. All right, we still got the video. Wait, no, we don't. Dang it,
Damn.
they blocked it again. God damn
They
it.
blocked that John.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Might have to get
Nah,
permission every time prior.
how, yo, quarter labs, I'm about to fight them, bro. And that is the, like for real, like who the hell, like for real, like man. So if y'all didn't see the video, it got blocked again by quarter labs. I'm telling you now, I'm about to fight them, bro. And I'm about to now go and try and just make that up apparent clear, right? But shout out to Costa Rica, right? And and while I'll do this, shout out to Costa Rica, right? They gave us permission. That's one, right? So if y'all don't see the video up, episode 47, people bear with me. I'm gonna fix it. But episode 2 happened, right? This episode had a lot of things going on. One, we found out the 2-on-2 teams, and shout out to they listened to my video because they might have watched the video early before it got blocked by Carter Labs, right? And they listened to it because I said what they were missing. The reason why I gave it a 9.5 was they didn't show us the clip, the trailer for the next episode. This episode they did. Uh, Now there was a 2-on-2. There was some scuffles happening that got
Always
kicked out
gotta
in
have a
their
fight,
back,
baby.
right? There's some scuffles that happened, and there's some crazy thing. I'm gonna put now. One of the craziest thing that happened was somebody wiped their ass after taking shit with a towel. Did you hear what I said?
They didn't have
Took
no
a
choice.
towel, right? They said, all right. They said there was tissue. People, tissue. The guy was in the bathroom, asked for a tissue. Nobody was helping. Somebody gave him a now. This from Ian told her visitors. Somebody went and gave him a towel, right? Somebody gave somebody a towel, right? That man wiped his ass with the towel, put the towel in the trash, didn't take out the trash that he where the towel he put in. He just put it in the trash. Now I don't know if it's smart in a bit, but that's the angle, motherfucker. So when they were talking about it, come to find out, Jedi guy and I think was it Fendi? If it's not Fendi, it's the other girl, right? Yeah, it's Fendi. Because I'm still trying to figure out how Rockly got in the house. I have not. It's 2 episodes in, and I don't know how Rockly got in the house. Rockly, you gotta tell me how you got in the house because I still trying to figure out how you got in that house. Because
She
2 episodes
somebody
in, your
together.
name was not put in the 2-on-2. You didn't do any challenges. We didn't. We saw you. You were there in the house, but what did you? How did you get in? Like for real, like how did you make it in the house? Or maybe you were just there, just there. But but now, Rockley, I'm trying to still figure out how you got it. I'm trying to figure out how you got in the house. But episode 1, so episode 2, so there was fights, right?
Somebody always gotta be throwing hands.
It was not a fight, it was a scuffle. That's where the Snakers and Ben News happened. It was early. in the episodes. I thought it was later, but it was very early, like literally episode 2. The scaffold. With the scaffold, things went crazy. Things broke, right? Broke a window. That's when him and got the call. What happened? The couch is broken. Chairs are broken. So he came with boxing gloves, but he gives them rules. He said, if you have boxing gloves, we got boxing gloves, but you only can get one fight. And this is things are very serious. Like that, I can't live with this man in this house, right?
Mm.
That's what happened. It's like things are serious. I can't. This is only thing, right? If I can't live with this man in this house, now that's what happened. They get in the house. I think the next day, I guess him and gets a call from people. People they said there were people came to the house. They were outside. They were talking to somebody. Nobody. Some of the people went out there. People got him and got a call. Was told to pick it up. You got an hour. Now he gotta go looking for a new mansion. Find a new mansion, and this is nicer than the old man, the mansion that they were in. But there's one problem: they don't have enough rooms.
Damn.
They don't have enough beds for everybody in the house. Guess who was the one person, one of the few people didn't have a bed and a room? Bad news. And my man, you could see the whole house was shook when Bad News told them where he was sleeping, and the way he's meant like he's like he's like I'm in the garage on the couch. He's like mark my words, I'm about to make people pay for this. Immediately, J2 was like, "No, you lying." He's like, "You in the girl?" He's like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah. We are not having this." You McMarrin, Snake Eyes, both of them were like, "Nah, nah, nah." Make sure he's like that's the last person y'all gotta have him feel that way. He's like, "Y'all can make everybody feel that way, but the way Bad News is feeling, nah." J2 is trying to get the way J2 was real. He's like, yo, make him comfortable as possible. We gotta get this man a bed. He's like, yeah, it's like I might give up my bed and give it to him. Just in case. He's like, right. So they did that. Then another challenge, right? So him and did a challenge, but this challenge was easy than the other ones. Well, to me it was easy because he didn't make them do stuff. They were preparing for the 2-on-2. The only people who had time or who had free time is Bengals and Snackers. They don't have to battle, but that everyone else has to battle to for them to stay in the house. So now He-Man comes, he's like, yo, I don't want you guys to, to yo, bro, you just sleeping.
Bruh. Big time.
you you are
I'm definitely
tired.
sleeping. Definitely.
Hmm? But all
Definitely.
right. We
Not a
about to finish this up real quick. Right? He gets all right, he did a challenge. He's like, yo, this challenge is easy. It's first come, first serve. If y'all gotta remember a He-Man holler round. You and your partner gotta remember a He-Man holler round. No stumbles, no choking.
The whole
Straight
round.
through. Just one round. Whatever round you think you can remember from him and Holla throughout his career, that's it. You know, people are thinking of the one round. The person who came with this idea, I give it to Ben News because Ben News said it. I didn't think he didn't go through with it. He said, "Yo, we gotta find him in shortest round," but that was fire, right?
Mm.
Guess what? Him in shortest round ever was against Farafunium. And that was a fire round. But guess who got it? J2 and Eon.
Mm.
They got that round. They said it. They won $1,000. So I don't know who started them. Started the Heyman and Jan round when he did like the remix. Someone started it off. Him and started jump. He jumped in. So even him and doesn't know most of his like stuff from that round. He like forgot. So he was saying some. I said something. Then KD's like, "Now you said this and this." The people from St. Louis, like the people in the house from St. Louis, are telling him what he said. He's like, fuck it, we'll remix. They did the remix. I was like, yo, that was fire. So then in the new mansion, then now the next episode is gonna be the fight. The next episode is gonna be Bear News and Snake Eyes fight, and I think that's when we're gonna get that battle. The loser's gonna leave, right?
Mm.
Now it's difficult. I gonna lie, it looks fine. So if now I said I'm gonna rate now from this episode. We didn't see anybody. My first five I had. I think I still have those. I might have changed somebody in and out, but I think it's still Bear News, Snake Eyes, Collie Smooth. I think I had Mac Marin up there and Pestavia. Yeah, it's still those five. If I can switch it, like people who I think can be sneaky good, I don't see nobody. So yeah, rating for this episode. There was not much action. There was more preparing, talking to family. You know, it was like a
I got to,
touchy episode.
I
Hmm?
got to say five. That's different from how the first episode went. Like it was, I guess beef and then getting set up in the house and then the witty thing. So that I
Yeah,
don't know, it changed pace. That episode sounded like it changed pace.
yeah. Episode two is like a same page that they started off when people calling back home, talking to their family members, right? It was like a touchy episode, and finding out who's their opponents, who are their opponents in 2-on-2. Um, in the house, you see them preparing. The drama. Some people don't know how to cook. People stealing food. Other people already ate. Like it was like a chain pace. I give it a 7. Went from
Okay.
9.5 to a 7. Reason why I give it a 7, we didn't have much action in it. It was still entertaining, but not much action. So yeah. But
Yeah, y'all did
average
do
right
good on
now is
that
like a
already.
9, 8, 8. If we can average it out, it's like an 8. The show is on an 8.8, right? Hopefully next episode we get some battles. Yeah, But right now it's on a 7. I need to watch the Eon versus Ash Cash. I found out the thick lady. Her name is Ash Cash.
Ash guys.
Yeah, she said she thanked him because she said that battle with her truly made her. She learned something. So she learned after that battle. She has changed. She's like, I've learned a lot. Yeah, I don't know what that battle did to my career. It helped me. So it worked out for both. So yeah. So if you are watching this episode, I'm about to right now go try fix this block situation.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
they're gonna. It's because you're putting clips in it, right?
yeah, I might not. I might not. I might remove some of the clips, but let's see.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna block that shit every time. To be
Yeah, I
honest.
might. It's one clip too. The funny about this one clip that the greedy coming in the house. So yeah, I might try and figure it out. But yeah. So if you like this video, you know what to do. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you for the support, and we out. Peace.
My bad.
I'm